Hi, this is Stephanie Lotvin of Tellybean Knits, and today I'm going to show you how we will bind off our Haunted House Mystery Knit-Along Cowl. I'm so excited that you are ready for your bind off. I can't wait to see your cowl. Obviously, I don't have my cowl here on the needles. I have a little swatch to show you how we're going to work the bind off. The bind off is really simple. We're just going to follow the stitches that are already on our needles. We're going to bind off all the stitches according to the last round of the chart by binding off the knit stitches knitwise and the purl stitches purlwise. So let's begin. Your cowl will be worked in the round, but my little swatch is just worked flat. The first stitch on our needles is a knit stitch. So we're going to knit that stitch. And then I'm going to bring my yarn to the front because the next stitch on my needles is a purl stitch. I'm going to purl that stitch. And now I'm going to lift my first stitch on my right hand needle over the second stitch to bind that stitch off. Now my yarn is in the front of my work and you can see the next stitch is a purl stitch. I'm going to bind that stitch off purlwise. So I'll purl that stitch. I'll lift the second stitch over the first stitch, trying to keep those stitches loose. You don't want to pull too tight when you're binding off. And I'm going to continue working down my needle. So this is a purl stitch, so I'm going to purl that stitch, lift my second stitch over the first stitch, bind that stitch off. My next stitch is a knit stitch, so I'm going to bring my yarn between my needles to the back of my work, and I'm going to knit this stitch. And then I'm going to bring the second stitch over the first stitch to bind that stitch off. The next stitch is a purl stitch, so I will bring my yarn to the front of my work and purl. And then I'm going to lift that second stitch over the first stitch, another purl stitch, and I'll just continue working down the needles, purling the purl stitches and knitting the knit stitches and binding those off as I go, so that I get a really pretty, uncomplicated bind off edge for my cowl. And when you reach those stitch markers, just go ahead and remove those as you come to them, and you'll work all the way around your cowl until you've bound off all of your stitches, purling the purl stitches and knitting the knit stitches. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Thank you so much for watching.